What up, guys? 8-Bit Warrior here, here for another video blog. I originally was recording this outside, but my digital camera's battery ran out near the end of it, and I just went, I didn't want to have to, like, re-record it or, like, merge the videos because it's a different format and all kinds of crap. So, here I am, my other cat about to snipe me over here. But, yeah, let's talk about what I've been playing lately. I've actually got quite a bit of games that I've been playing since I last talked to you guys. Hi, kitty. Anyway, so yeah, the newest game I picked up to talk about, Dead Rising 2, off the record. Wow. Now, my history with Dead Rising 2 is, or my Dead Rising in general, is I got Dead Rising when I first got my 360, the first Dead Rising. And, I didn't like the time limits on stuff and how the saving system worked and a lot of different things I didn't like about it, and it was pretty difficult as well. So the second game comes out, didn't really fix anything. I think it was a little bit easier, but it had still like the same problems. But Off the Record has a sandbox mode, free roam, no time limit, and online co-op. So those are things that I really like. I love sandbox stuff and I love online co-op. So I got Dead Rising 2 Off the Record. It was the last copy at Walmart. It was kind of crazy, and my friend the Wesker, he went and got it. It was the last copy at his Walmart. My friend Arcavial, he went to GameStop, and I think he said it was the last copy at his GameStop. So, kind of crazy, but it only has 2 players at a time, online co-op, which kind of sucks. Wish it was like 4, because I have like 4 friends that I play with a lot of times, but yeah. The game itself, though, is really awesome. I've been playing it for the past couple days, kind of like alternating back and forth between friends, and it's really fun. There's a lot of gambling games, as you can guess, seeing that it's in a casino. Lots of zombies. The weapon combos that you can make are freaking sweet. That's a great addition from the first one. Over the first one. The first one didn't have that. A lot of cool stuff you can do, a lot of cool environments. You can get like trucks and stuff and drive them through like the hordes and hordes of zombies. I think I mowed over like 5,000 or 6,000 zombies with an ATV type thing. Not ATV, a Hummer. It's pretty awesome. So overall, I'd say some of the save stuff is still, it's the same save system still in this game. It's kind of annoying, but it's not really that big of a problem, and I don't know. It has online co-op, so online co-op, free roam, free killing zombies, and no time limit. The rest is all, blah, blah, blah. You know, just get the game if you like that type of stuff. It's awesome. Game I got before that was kind of on a whim. Cheap little bargain type game. I bought Ninja Gaiden 2, the first used game I bought in a while. Story behind that is it's the only way to pretty much buy it, unless you buy online, because they just don't. Who's gonna stock Ninja Gaiden 2? It's an old game from 2008 that not a lot of people loved, and whatever. So I got it for like $8 used. So it's better than whatever I would pay $20, $30 new. So basically, the game is really hard. I rented it from GameFly a long while ago, and it's really hard. But it's actually harder than I remember it. But it's pretty good. It doesn't really hold up in 2012 because some of the control stuff and the camera stuff is just really atrocious, especially now in 2012. So, yeah, anyway, it's still really fun though. It's just really challenging and really good action. You don't get too many games like that at all anymore. I think the only game that's come out in a long time that's really challenging action game like that is probably like, I guess Bayonetta, but I don't know. Still, it's pretty cool. I got to the second boss. I beat the second boss last night. He kicked my ass like literally like 25 times. But then maybe I just attribute that to the fact that it was like 4:30 in the morning. I don't know, but I was pretty tired. But still, he seemed really cheap. I don't even want to get into that boss, but it's pretty good. Not bad for an $8 purchase. So. I don't know if I probably already talked about this before, but I'll talk about it real quick again. Portal 2. I still haven't beat the campaign. I'm like 3/4 of the way through. I beat the co-op a couple times, and it's like the co-op is honestly one of the best co-ops ever made. it's just really fun. I mean, it's just the stuff you have to do. You just rack your brain. I mean, I played it first with Alpha 99 / Rush Junkie or whatever the heck you want to call him by Tom, and it was really, we just spent like, I don't know, like 10 hours or something going through the main game and the DLC, and it's just really fun. I played after with the Wesker. I'm gonna admit that it's not as good the second time through because you kind of know what to do. You don't have to really rack your brain as much, but it takes a lot of cooperation. So if one person's just kind of like not really pulling their weight, it's gonna take a while to finish off the chambers. So, but yeah, sometimes I mean it's not really a person's fault if they're not really doing their part because they don't know what to do. It's you kind of gotta wrap your head around it. I mean, I had some trouble with that. But yeah, the co-op was really awesome. I hope more DLCs coming out soon. They said soon. And I gotta beat the campaign. I just haven't got around to it. I've been playing too much other stuff and multiplayer stuff, and yeah, and I just dropped my games. But anyway, the other game I picked up, I finally picked this back up, is Left 4 Dead 2, not Dead Rising 2, Left 4 Dead 2. I'm really craving to play this game again. I had it before. I sold it because I had it on the PC. Because I was going all like, oh, I'm going to play PC games now. And I never really did that. I did that for like a couple weeks and then I switched back. So I kind of regret selling it. And I really wanted to play it because all my friends are on the 360. I don't play a PC with friends. So it's still really fun. I went through it a couple times and got to get back more into it because kind of really playing it right now, to be honest with you. So hopefully, maybe tonight I'll see if the guys are up to playing it. Left 4 Dead 2, pretty awesome. Still really awesome. I kind of don't like this case, this Platinum Hits case, though, because I said they just like really cheap, like a European PS2 game or something. Left 4 Dead 2, no logo. But and this great silver. Anyway, that's that. Talk about this one real quick. We got Gears 3. I got the Forces of Nature map pack the other day, and I pretty much got it for free just off of like Bing and Xbox Rewards points. I had like 1,000 points or whatever off of that stuff, so I was like, okay, I'll spend 800 points to get the map pack. And it's actually like the best map pack in Gears of War 3, I think. The best set of maps. They have a separate playlist. You can play the Forces of Nature stuff. The only downside is they don't have a team deathmatch one that you can play with friends in the playlist. It's got one you can play without, like a no parties allowed team deathmatch for Forces of Nature, and that's cool when you're playing by yourself. But when you're playing with your friends, there's like no Forces of Nature team deathmatch options. That's kind of weird. I mean, you can play Execution. I think there was an Execution one up. I don't know, maybe they'll fix that later, but it's better than Phoenix Rising. Phoenix Rising didn't even have a playlist, which was really dumb. But yeah, it's really fun though. I was playing it and I was actually kicking ass, which is kind of weird since I don't ever play Gears. And then, you know, you get in those servers where there's people that haven't stopped playing since the game started and they've prestiged like 4 times or whatever, and it's just, I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of sad to see that series is, or the Gears of War 3 is pretty much done, and Gears of War series is pretty much done for right now. I think that's supposed to be the last DLC for the game. That's the last game in the series, supposedly. So it's kind of sad, but in the future, I'd like to see if they brought it back. I'd like to see them modernize it a bit more. It does feel it's starting to feel like a little bit last gen. Maybe that's because the first one came out so early on that it's just like, okay, pretty much the same idea since 2006. And I'd like to see a better dedicated server playlist type thing like Battlefield has, which is the next game I'm going to talk about. Just hop right into that. Battlefield 3 Limited Edition. But yeah, that's Battlefield 3. I've been playing that a lot lately. What I was saying about the matchmaking is you can select which mode you want to play, but you also can select which map you want to play. You can even select which server you want to play in if you want to go to the server browser. It's all dedicated, just like Gears. I think dedicated servers is a must in all games from this point on. I don't understand how Call of Duty can get away with it. I mean, I guess people are used to it. And now they're even charging people for Call of Duty Elite and all that stuff, and it's still not dedicated servers, which I think is kind of crappy. I'm not going to give it any ideas, but I would probably pay for something like Elite, with the maps and stuff, if it had dedicated servers along with that package. That would be $50 a year for dedicated servers and the maps as they come out. That seems pretty fair. I would pay that for a different game, but I don't like Call of Duty anymore. I'm just done with Call of Duty. It's too stressful. Battlefield's my new main squeeze. Although today I kind of got a little rage quitting on that because the servers I got into were terrible. But when you get into a good server, which usually takes a couple tries, to be honest with you, it's really fun. I've been playing with, the crew, Arcavial, Rush Junkie, the Wesker. I've been playing with those guys. Pretty much all these games that have multiplayer, except for Gears. But yeah, it was really fun the other day. We played Rush mode. I don't like Rush mode, but it was really cool. We all had like different niches that we were playing. Like Wesker, he was playing Assault, and he was reviving he revived me like 50 times. I don't know, it was crazy. And then I was playing Sniper, I think, and I was setting my spawn beacons down, and just kind of like supporting the team and getting a lot of headshots and stuff. And I think Rush was playing Engineer, and he was blowing up tanks and stuff, and which is kind of like a good thing. I think Arcavial was playing Sniper too, but we didn't have a support guy. But in my opinion, they're not really that amazing of a class. I mean, I'm sure there's people that prove me completely wrong on that. I just don't like their weapons or their abilities that much. I mean, ammo is great, but other than that, whatever. So yeah, Battlefield's awesome. Probably my favorite shooter this generation. So it's just awesome. I can't wait for the DLC to come out in June. I'll be there with bells on. So one more thing I want to talk about. I've been in the dark completely about The Witcher 2, and I heard such great things about it, and don't really know anything about it. So I looked up some stuff on YouTube, which YouTube's up right now on my screen here, but I looked up some videos on YouTube, and to me it looks pretty sweet. It looks kind of like a more mature Fable, and by that I mean it's kind of open-ended like Fable, but not quite like Skyrim. That's what it looks like to me. It's not quite the super giant empty craziness of Skyrim where you're walking around for 27 years or whatever. It's kind of just got the open world and the smaller package, kind of more linear. And then the graphics kind of remind me of Fable, and kind of like some of the stuff you can do is kind of like Fable, but a lot more mature because there's like sex and stuff. But the combat kind of reminds me of Dark Souls in a way. I don't know if that's accurate, but that's what it looks like. It looks fun. I mean, it looks pretty challenging. From the reviews I was hearing, it's pretty challenging. If you don't like block and learn how to dodge and stuff, you're going to be pretty much screwed. So that's cool. I've been really thinking about getting it though. It looks pretty awesome, and kind of leads me to my next point. I've been getting these games and stuff, and I don't have any more money right now. I'm kind of thinking of getting that, and that it involved trading. Now this probably makes some of you people like want to punch me through the screen, but I'm thinking of trading Skyrim. I'm unable to really get into this game. I kind of liked it at first, but I don't know if I every time I play it, I get bored really fast, and I just doesn't really grab me. I mean, there's things this game does. I can notice that some of the coolest shit that's ever been done in video games, but I don't really like the world. That's just the instant thing that gets me turned off on a game. If I don't like the environment, the way the cities look, or the way the stuff's laid out, stuff, I really don't like it, and it just turns me off. And it's hard for me to get invested in a world that I don't care about. So I have a lot of stuff to do. I don't really like the combat either. I've been playing a mage just because I think the sword and shield stuff felt really bad. And I know you probably have to get used to it, it's probably fine, but after playing like Dark Souls where the combat's really fluid and awesome, Skyrim doesn't hold a candle, I'm sorry. So, I don't know. I'm thinking of trading that in, and this game might be a shock to pretty much everybody, even my friends. I'm thinking of trading this game, Mass Effect 3. I haven't even played the campaign, that's fine. I'm not really a Mass Effect guy. I really loved the multiplayer in this game, but I played it so much that just looking at it, just starting the game up for like one match this weekend to get the event, to get the reinforcement pack they were giving away, just playing that one match, I just couldn't take it. I was so bored and just so tired of this game. I'm thinking this is the kind of game that I could pick up in probably like six months to a year and probably have a blast with it again, but maybe not. Maybe I overdid it. I think I probably played 100+ hours of just the multiplayer and went through all the classes up to 1 through 20, a couple times each. So I don't know, like the new maps and stuff that came out weren't enough to keep me interested. So I'm thinking if I traded both these games in, I'd get enough for The Witcher. Is that a dumb trade? I don't know. You tell me. I mean, I've got a lot of games to play. These two are both good games, but like I said, this one bores me. This one bores me. I haven't played the campaign in this one, but I'm not a big fan. I had the first one, played it for like 5 hours, sold it. I had the second one on the PC, played it a couple hours, never got around to playing it again. I don't know. Not my games, so I don't know. But I gotta really think about it, guys, because I always do this. I always say I'm not gonna play it, and then I regret it later. So then when I'm kind of thinking, like, I keep telling me, don't trade Skyrim because, everybody says it's so amazing. Maybe you just need to get a little bit farther and you'll get hooked. But I just don't think so. So I don't know. The way I've been playing games lately has just been like anything with co-op or multiplayer is pretty much it. And I just haven't been able to get in the single player game, which sounds hilarious since I'm talking about getting The Witcher 2, which is single player only, but I don't know. I really liked Dark Souls, but then again I play Dark Souls co-op too, so I don't know. I gotta think about it, but I'll let you guys know in the next video blog update. I'll either talk about how I love The Witcher, or I hate The Witcher, or that was the dumbest trade of my life, or the best trade of my life, or I didn't do it at all, and there'll be no status at all, so yeah, I'm gonna cut this video off here, guys. So we will see you next time, and keep on rocking. Peace.